The best plans start with paper maps. This particular one started with a paper map and a text message. I noticed a lookout tower that I'd never seen on top of Aztec Peak. I looked it up on Onyx Off-Road, and it looked like the road was doable and open. So I texted my adventurous friend David, and he was game. Loaded up the bus, punched it into Google Maps, and headed out. After driving up through Superior, Miami, and Globe, Arizona, I crossed the Salt River Bridge on Highway 188, stopped to take some pictures of some cactus and some flowers, and headed up the mountain.
All right, we are climbing up the 188 towards that little white streak you can see in the mountains right there. That's the Angel's Wings. I believe that is a tailings from an old mine. And we are we're going to meet up with Mr. David here momentarily at a little overlook that looks all the way back down in this valley of this big ass hill that we're climbing. We're doing 23, second gear up the hill, just kind of taking it easy. It'll pull it in third, but it heats the motor up pretty good, so we're just relaxing a little bit and enjoying the scenery. And the road's pretty twisty anyway, so I couldn't go super fast on it even if I wanted to. And yeah, our idea is we're going to go all the way on top of that mountain where those little white marks are, which is about 7,000 feet. I'm at about 4 at the moment, and climbing pretty decently. Started today in Phoenix. There we go. There's a pan you can see the view all the way down the mountain. Pretty good view down there. Roosevelt Lake is back that way.
David and I had made plans to meet up at a place he called Angel's Rest, which was just below Asbestos Point and had a nice overlook all the way back down into the backside of Four Peaks and into Roosevelt Lake. After a quick break to take in the views, David and I loaded up and headed towards the pines. The scrub oak, juniper, and pinyon pines quickly gave way to ponderosas as we climbed higher and higher. We eventually ran into a grove of aspens at the very top, towards Aztec Peak. At the peak, we encountered an unexpected sight, a Unimog camper outfitted for overlanding. As we looked around the peak, we found an interesting set of what's called Flintstone furniture, rocks arranged in seats, table and chairs, and a fireplace. Who put this up here? Who made it? How long has it been there?
Arizona sucks. Don't come here. It's all just sand and cactus.
As we headed down off the peak, we were in search of a campsite. We'd spotted several options on the way up, but on the way back down, David stopped to check out a spur road, which we decided we would come back and investigate the next morning. As we headed down the hill, we spotted a perfect site. David hooked a left, and I followed him into a nice clearing. We set up camp, let the dog out to roam, and made a little campfire. David's awesome neighbors provided us with some really amazing tamales that we had fresh, and they were the best. The stars came out, and the night photography was on point, picking up all the stars in the sky. Good morning, Mr. Dog. After sleeping in for the first time in a hot minute, I fed the dog, made myself breakfast, and took a walk to the edge to see as far as I could see. We then decided to load up in David's bus and go explore. We drove back down the spur road that we discovered the day before, and at the end found a bright red cabin, complete with an orchard. Looked like paradise. As we headed back up the spur road, once again we ran into the blue Unimog. We helped them move a downed tree off the trail so that they could get the rig through. We stopped and chatted for a bit, and now have a new set of friends. They were complete with adventure chihuahuas. We continued to explore in David's bus. We headed back down the road towards Workman Creek Falls, someplace I'd seen on the map, but never in person. The views on the internet don't do this place justice. It is absolutely beautiful. We saw our friends of the Unimog coming back down the hill, waved goodbye. After a quick trip back to camp, we loaded back up in David's bus and went on a short hike. After spotting a particularly interesting rock formation, we decided to see what was on top. We scrambled our way up, and the view was absolutely amazing. From the top, we also spotted some ruins. We scouted the area and found a way down. As we explored the ruins, we found some potsherds. We left everything where we found it, so the next guy can find it too. The ruins are in pretty good shape, probably due to the remoteness and difficulty getting to them. This nice little ruin, this alcove outcropping, might be here for sale. A heck of a hike to get here, but it's pretty undisturbed because it was. After exploring the ruins, we headed back down and found a little spring. Water in the desert is a magical thing. Before we knew it, it was dark. We made dinner, lit a fire, and watched the stars. In the morning, we made breakfast, broke down camp, packed up the bus, headed down the road, and went on our separate ways. David headed north, and I headed south. back towards the Valley of the Sun. Crossing of the Salt River Bridge once again, I stopped at the boat put in to let the dog out. He really liked sniffing in the water and found all sorts of snacks. I sat and listened to the birds, ate a sandwich, and then headed on down the road. After gassing up at Roosevelt Lake, I decided to take the Apache Trail home. I crossed the Roosevelt Dam and turned onto the Apache Trail, Highway 88, stopping at the overlook for the bridge and the dam. The internet claims the Apache Trail is the most dangerous road in Arizona. I don't know about that. For the most part, it's a flat, 2-lane road. It's got a little bit of bumps in it, but as long as you go nice and slow, don't take crazy chances, it's super easy. That is, with the exception of Fish Creek Hill. Fish Creek Hill is a narrow, steep, rocky section of the Apache Trail. It's this stretch that gives the trail its deadly rating. It's easy to see why as you look over the edge and see all the cars at the bottom of Fish Creek Hill. Crossed the summit of Fish Creek Hill, and then descended towards Tortilla Flat and towards Canyon Lake. I passed the steel bridges of Canyon Lake and descended towards home. I got home, unloaded the dog, unloaded the cooler, took a shower, and took a nap. Until next time.